You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities, and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dini Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what is up, and welcome to another awesome episode of Vigilantes Radio. I'm your host, dini-mussolini, and right now there's over 33,000 of you guys on our phone lines, in our chat room, Google Hangouts, using Skype, using all the plugins that I use to run these live episodes. You guys are filling them up, and I appreciate that greatly. We have a very special guest, so you definitely want to stick around for that. What if someone were to actively prevent you from achieving success? What if there was a person who sabotaged your efforts at every turn? How would you feel about that person? What if that person was constantly coming up with reasons to discourage you, always talking you out of taking some type of action? What if that person was you? It very well maybe. Quite possibly, you are your own worst enemy. When it comes to pursuing success and achievement, do you ever catch yourself saying, I could never do that? Does that little voice inside you express disdain for your goals and come up with dozens of reasons why they can't be achieved? The limitations placed on you require your cooperation if they're to hold you back. The good news is you don't have to cooperate. That little voice inside your head can say anything you want it to say. Do you really want it to be the primary advocate for your own limitations? Of course not. Just imagine what you could accomplish if you were 100% supportive of yourself. Now, stop imagining and start living it. Your limitations are powerless without your cooperation. So choose to leave them behind in the dust as you reach for the stars. Take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello, and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music, or Inside the Book, Inside the Business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. So one time for my people who are indigos, crystalline, or starseeds, or for my Vigilantes audience family, and 2 times for my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 4 solid years. I appreciate all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, movies, and research in every aspect, and we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award-winning artists to nominees to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology geniuses, visual artists, from authors to professors and aliens. Or people who think they're aliens. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out. To book an interview or just to share a real cool story, email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. And that's V as in Victor. I'm passionate about what I do, just as passionate about what you do, and together Yes, together we can get your voice heard by the people who should hear it. So let's create something incredible. You know the number to dial, 701-801-9813. Text that number to your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the homepage, you can slap that go live button and you'll be right here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. Feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much and we take up the entire hour. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/Only One Media Group, iTunes, YouTube, or any app from the Google Play or iTunes Store, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we ever aired.
Hello guys, tonight's interview is the Heartless Interview, and again, I'm your host, dini-mussolini. We are the people who have dedicated their weekdays, nights to music, books, movies, news, business ventures, and just talk in general. We spend each and every day giving our maximum effort to create a vibrant, exciting indie and professional community for all creative minds that coexist in this beautiful artistic world. As I told you guys, our special guest today is Heartless, an artist from the state of Pennsylvania. So let's go ahead and get him on. Hey man, you're now live in the midst with all of us. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going, man? I appreciate you having me.
No doubt, man. How are you feeling?
I'm good.
Right.
Different day, same thing.
Most deaf. So we're going to dive a little deep, man, on the first question here. Tell me about the relationship between life and music in general. Like, what's the link between them, and how do they feed off of each other in your own work?
Well, basically, music, it basically is my life. It comes from my trials and tribulations, things I've done, where I've been in the past, and where I see myself going in the future. So it's very real. It's like a part of me, as simple as waking up every day.
Most definitely. All right. So can you tell us about Heartless yourself in its early beginnings? Like, how did you get started in music?
Just growing up where I grew up in the projects, it was like an outlet. You know what I mean? I witnessed a lot growing up and being involved in a lot of different things, so it was like I guess you could say like an escape from reality for the most part, from doing the things that I was doing. So music was my go-to thing. Kind of, I don't know, it kind of just made me feel better than what I was living, from what I was doing out there, and that's where my passion started to grow from it. Started out as a release and then became something more serious later on down the road.
Most definitely. So I simply want to know why and what. Like, why do you choose music over everything else?
Well, I mean, I've done a lot of different other things. Like, I've been in the streets, I've did time, I was in the penitentiary, so I've had a lot of different paths that I chose. But for me, music is always ever changing. You know, it's never the same. It's never the same, and it's just a different feeling. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different feeling when you're actually accomplishing something. Or like for me, I get to tell my story of the things that I've been through, and I know there's people that's out there that might not be able to tell their story in that way. So for me, you know, me telling them my story might give them hope to tell theirs.
Most deaf. And what is it about this phenomenal trait of yours that makes you want to do it for the rest of your life?
It's easy for me now. Like, it's a passion. You know what I mean? Like, when you have something in your life that you wake up every day and you just know that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's always on your mind, a constant reminder everywhere you go, every day, no matter what. It's just at least twice a day you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know, at the minimum, and that's where I'm at with it.
So it becomes like something that you need to do rather than something that you want to do.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, it's a need more than a want.
Most deaf. So what advice do you have for the newer generation of artists who aspire to begin their careers one day?
I would say stay consistent, stay focused. For the most part, that's like very important. You have to stay focused at it. If you don't stay focused, and you're going to have friends and associates and other people that's out there, they're going to try to hinder you from accomplishing it and whatnot, because they're not going to see your dream or your vision the way that you see it. Actually, nobody's going to actually see it the way that you see it. So you have to stay focused, stay grounded on what you're trying to accomplish, and learn the business. That's like one of the most important things.
Mm-hmm. Like, if you were to do all of this over again, what would you do differently?
I would have probably got more serious with it when I first started. See, I was growing up, I came through the streets, so I wasn't totally focused on it. I was more or less living street life, guns, drugs, and all of that. So that's where my mind frame and train of thought was at. So that's where my focus was, because I give 110 of what I'm doing no matter what it is. And when I was in the streets, I gave 110, so nothing else really was on my brain except being in the streets.
Yeah. I mean, given that if you had the chance to start over with your music career, you would have been more serious, of course. But Heartless, as a person, would you have been ready for that?
I mean, you never really know.
Yeah.
You never really know. But I know the type of person that I am. I'm a go-getter and whatnot, and when I choose to want to accomplish something, then I do what needs to be done to make it happen, and I'm a fast learner. So I think it would have been possible, but I mean, truly, we never really know.
Most definitely.
But I am a fast learner based on the situation that I'm presented with.
Mm-hmm. So you have a song out now called "We Made It." What's the inspiration behind this record?
Basically getting out of the streets. Most people that I knew growing up, a lot of them didn't make it out. They either in jail for life or resting in peace. Mm-hmm. So, growing up in the projects, I seen a lot, shootouts and different things. You know what I mean? It puts you in a different perspective. And when you're coming up that young, sometimes you really don't see a way out of it. You know what I mean? You can only see based on the four walls that's surrounding you.
Right, yeah.
So you have to look inside your mind and think of a better way, a different alternative. So that's basically where that song comes from, is to make a better way of where we came from to where we're trying to be.
Is this song setting up like the rest of the story? Is there an album, EP, mixtape coming soon?
Right now I'm just working on singles so that my fan base can get to know me better.
Right. Okay.
So I'm just doing singles at this time.
Most definitely. So, man, who are some of your influences that you looked up to who may have inspired your musical journey?
MC8 was a big one when I was coming up, because he was in the streets. I was in the streets. I liked LL for his delivery in that era and whatnot. So he's like a legend. Besides, he came through pretty much every aspect of the rap game.
Right. All right, guys, are y'all ready for some music? Because I am. After the music break, we'll be back to put our special guest Heartless in our traditional hot seat. We'll either hear him sing or provide some poetry, maybe freestyle raps, joke stories, even live instruments. It'll be his choice to make, of course, and you never know what these creative minds and vessels will produce in the spotlight. So when we come back, we'll find out if he has what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of his true artistry, and maybe even some hidden talents. But for right now, we have Heartless featuring The Voice, a song called "We Made It." We'll be right back.
We went from hustling on the block with guns and drugs in the spots and big houses in them cars. Now we don't touch work at all, 'cause we made it. Yeah, you don't hear me, homie, we made it. We made it. We stay running from them dogs and jumping fences and all. Ain't worried about the law and all, they can't catch us all, 'cause we made it. You don't hear me, homie, we made it. Ooh, yeah.
The price of street life is death or jail. The city I live in, we know too well. Fast be on us like white on rice. We still hollering, work for sale. Never ever this life gon' stop, so we jump the fences and drop that work. Hit the cuts and don't plan to stop. When they let the dogs go, we bust them shots. We grind hard, this ain't the life we chose. It chose us, we got no choice but to live it. So we cook up, chop, work, and bag to deliver. Runners gon' drop it, our whole team winning. Get wind, the feds out here sniffing. Trying to jam us up, no probation. Call it audible, hood like thinking. Wipe it down, clean and move location. Side chick holds all my work. Main chick, she holds all my cash. Eastbound to I-376, exit quick, hood bound to lose tail. We ain't worried about doing no time. Still can move work right behind bars. We only got two choices out here. Hustle hard or go broke and
We went from
starve.
hustling on the block with guns and drugs in the spots and big houses in them cars. Now we don't touch work at all, 'cause we made it. Yeah, you don't hear me, homie, we made it. We made it. We stay running from them dogs and jumping fences and all. Ain't worried about the law and all, they can't catch us all, 'cause we made it. You don't hear me, homie, we made it. Ooh, yeah.
Sun is up, it goes down, no sleep. Money don't get no rest, why should we? Dedicated till we rest in peace. We doze off, cook work in our dreams. Bag it up, hand it off. Pay for the ticket, go get some more. We gon' hustle hard till they hit the door. Stay high and drunk, man, out live tomorrow. Plug straight work, came for that boat. Got a chef to cook so I can hit that road. Boss man, keep my hands clean. I got gloves if I put in that work. Law come, they pack and we pack. Wartime vest on, stay strapped. We gon' die for this life called trap. Know the consequences, but it's all we got. Different rules we play by out here. Clips we use, they don't show no fear. Test the gun, you gon' die around here. Money the root of everything around here. We gon' get rich, whatever the cost. 6 feet or life behind bars. Ask why I live life this hard. It's worth it all to be called hood
We went from
stars.
hustling on the block with guns and drugs in the spots and big houses in them cars. Now we don't touch work at all, 'cause we made it. Yeah, you don't hear me, homie, we made it. We made it. We stay running from them dogs and jumping fences and all. Ain't worried about the law and all, they can't catch us all, 'cause we made it. You don't hear me, homie, we made it. Ooh, yeah.
All right, guys, and we are back again. That was Heartless featuring The Voice with his song We Made It. Dope record, man. Big sounds. I love it. So get back up quick. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. That was always my mentality growing up. I was never a big guy or a big kid growing up. Skinny, bony, you know. So, and my mentality was always live or die. You know, there was never fight or flight in my mentality. It was always survive or die, because I'm skinny and, guys can punch a hole in me pretty much. So given that, whenever fights arose, I got knocked down, yeah. But I didn't stay down. I got up real quick because I knew if I stay down, I'm pretty much over with, especially if they get on top of me. So I fought. And I always had in my mentality that it was either me or them. And of course it's going to be them. So I'm throwing sand in your eyes. I'm breaking your kneecaps. I'm punching your arms until you get frogs so you can't swing your arms anymore. And then it's over with for you. And that's how you got to view life, guys, that you may get knocked down. Life will knock you down, of course. It's about how quick you get back up. Success is determined not by how many times you get knocked down, but how quickly you bounce back up. You cannot possibly hope to prevent all the setbacks. It is unrealistic to think that you can avoid all the problems and challenges which will certainly block your path. But they don't have to get the best of you. I never let guys get the best of me fighting growing up, because I knew, like I said, if they got me, man, it was over with for me. Skinny. But though you cannot avoid, getting knocked down, what you can do is quickly get back up. Every successful person is successful in spite of the problems, not in the absence of problems. If you choose to wallow in anger, self-pity, despair, that will only put you further behind. Is that what you really want? Get back up. Get back in the game. Get over it. Get going. And do it now. The faster you recover, the more successful you become. And guys, I wrote this for myself today because, like I said, life hits you. And you just got to get back up. Take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond. But for right now, let's bring back the man of the moment, Heartless. You're back live with us and in our hot seat. What are you going to perform for us?
I'm going to do a poem.
Dope. Ready when you are.
Okay. The inside of a man is raging all the time, constant like a stream, but open as a river under the right mental conditions. Doors that are locked are merely prisons of our own minds, and we must fight our own demons to break the chains so we can truly be free as the wind that moves in any direction it chooses to go and any place it wants to see.
Dope. Man, Heartless, let everyone know where they can connect with you online.
All my social media and different ways is all found at heartless412.com. All my social media sites can be found by going there. It's heartless412.com.
Most definitely. And just in case that, I know we've talked a bit here, but if there's something that you wanted to talk about that I didn't mention, please say so now.
I just wanted to, thank the creator of all things for instilling this gift in me, and to all my fans who continue to support me, and everybody on my team who's sticking beside me.
Most definitely. And guys, my listeners... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, and of course, you guys for having me. I appreciate it greatly.
Thank you. Thank you for coming, man. I really appreciate that. And to my listeners, just in case you need those links for Heartless, we have them in the description and in the show notes. So all you have to do is click those links and it'll take you right to it. Well, my brother, I appreciate you, man. Once again, your music is incredible, man, and I wish you much success in the future.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks again.
No doubt. Have a blessed night.
All right. You too.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/Only One Media Group, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website. And that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to theradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, dini-mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the number one rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.